It's day three of the NBA season. We've got two marquee matchups on the slate today. I've got a best bet in each of those games. This is the free three. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays today as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. The NBA season started off a little bit slow for us. We had another 1-2 day yesterday, bringing us to 2-4 so far in the year this season. But listen, we've got a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Sometimes the first few days of a season are always rough. Listen, that's why you got to come with the right mindset. You got to come with the longevity. You got to manage your bankroll accordingly. But listen, we're going to be bouncing back and we're going to continue to get hot and we're going to heat up as the season continues. We cashed in on CJ McCollum over 4.5 assists there. No sweat bet there. We did lose on the Timberwolves on the money line as they just folded on the road there. You hate to see it. They had the lead through the majority of the game and just couldn't close it out there. And then Jeremy Grant over 1.5 3-pointers made. This guy went a whole 0 for 4, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. You hate to see it. Brick City from Jeremy Grant. 1-2 on the day. You can see our year-to-date record right here. I've also separated out, since we're going to have a ton of NBA picks this year, I've separated it by play type as well. So this way you guys can see our specific records in specific categories, such as player props or money line spreads. So this way I can be 100% transparent with you guys. Want you to know everything that's going on here on the channel. So this way you can tail accordingly. So let's dive into our first best bet of the day. For my first best bet of the day, I'm going to go with Giannis over 11.5 rebounds. I got this at plus 100 odds on BetMGM, and I just really like this matchup for Giannis. The Bucks are playing the 76ers at home. We've got that new look Bucks team. Obviously, they got Damian Lillard in the offseason, and I think that's a great pickup for this team. And now the Bucks are looking like championship contenders again, ready to go for another NBA championship after winning it a few years ago. Giannis is obviously going to be a big piece and a big factor in that championship run, and I think they get it started off today with a win at home against the 76ers, but also just a great performance that he's going to be able to put up because he always shows up, especially on the boards when he plays the 76ers. He averaged 12 rebounds a game last year, so right at this total, which I love to see. Gone over this total against the 76ers in his last 5 games and 9 of the last 10. So we've seen him be very consistent against this line, grabbing double-digit rebounds, 14 rebounds, 13 rebounds, 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds, 14, every time he plays the 76ers because of Joel Embiid. He normally guards Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is an old school type of player, even though he does hit the three-pointer. He does like to work on that low post. You miss a jump hook, that's a rebound opportunity. Embiid goes to crash the board, and Antetokounmpo has to block him out to grab that rebound. That's another rebound opportunity. So there's just a lot of opportunities that come against the Sixers team. I've exploited this line several times with Giannis against the Sixers. I'm going to keep that momentum going today. You get pretty good value on it on BetMGM. I see it up to minus 130 on certain books. I'm almost guaranteed this line is going to bump throughout the day, but I like the 11.5 rebounds for Giannis to get the season started. That's our first best bet of the day. For my second best bet of the day, I'm going to head over to that late night Lakers and Suns matchup. The Lakers are now back home at Staples Center. The Suns are coming into town after beating the Warriors on the road. And that's kind of shocking to me that the books are giving the Lakers this much points. 6.5 or 6 on certain books against the Suns. I mean, the Suns beating the Warriors at home to me is very impressive. I mean, Devin Booker must not be playing, or Kevin Durant must not be playing. A 6.5. I mean, did they see the same Lakers team that I saw? Not to say that the Lakers are not going to win this game, but 6.5 points is a lot of points for me after a team just went on the road and beat, truthfully, one of the toughest home court advantages out there. So I'm going to stay off the spread in this one, but I'm going to go with another player prop. I'm going to go with Anthony Davis over 1+ 3-pointer made, minus 125 on PointsBet. Now, you're probably saying, Noble, you took Anthony Davis in game 1. He burned you. Why are you going back to him so quickly? Because you know what? I don't know. Call me a fool. Call me an idiot. I don't know. But if this one misses, then it might take me a little bit of time before I go back to AD. But I really like this line in game 1, and I didn't take it because the lines didn't come out at the time that I put the video in terms of his 3-point line. But I always told myself if it comes out with 1 or less, I'm taking it. And I want to run that back today because it cashed in game 1. He went 1 for 2 for the 3-point line against the Nuggets. And for me, I think this is just an opportunity for AD to kind of bounce back at home for this Lakers team. We heard the media. Everybody was chirping him about how he performed in the second half. Rightfully so. I mean, you completely disappeared. You completely blew my ticket. And you know what? I'm upset about it. I think this is a chance for you to redeem yourself. And the thing I like is that when I like to handicap certain kind of trends, if you follow me in the NFL shows, then you guys know I like to bet on rushing attempts attempts and passing attempts, because for me, it's easier to handicap the game plan than it is to handicap the result. So this is, to me, one of those things where I can handicap the game plan, because Darvin Ham, the head coach of the Lakers, has repeatedly mentioned that he wants Anthony Davis shooting a lot of threes. He thinks he should shoot more threes this year. He wants him stretching out the floor. He didn't like the amount of threes that the Lakers shot last year. That's one of the reasons why they got Taurean Prince on this team. We saw what he did in the last game, knockdown shooter there in the corner. So for me, I think Anthony Davis is going to get the volume this season. I want to exploit this line for as long as we can get it at before he gets bumped up to 1.5, because I believe that's going to happen throughout the year. Anthony Davis, we saw Anthony Davis in 2019 in his very first year here in Los Angeles. He shot the ball 4 times per game from the three-point line. Well, 3.5 times per game he averaged, and he hit for over 1. So to me, I think this year is going to be very similar, where he's going to shoot the ball 3-4 times from behind the three-point line, and he's going to be able to hit 1. And then we know he might have a favorable matchup with Nurkic or Durant on him, depending on like what the matchups are looking like. And I think AD should be able to knock down 1 3-pointer. We got good value on it. He cashed in for us in the first game. Let's do it the second game, and let's see what he can do in a bounce back performance here after a dismal second half in the last matchup. So give me Anthony Davis over 1+ 3-pointer as my second best bet of the day. For my third and final best bet of the day, before I dive into that, if you've been enjoying these videos, if you've been getting value from them, if you can drop a like on the channel, that would greatly appreciate it. And if you could also just share this with somebody who you know sports bets, I would greatly appreciate it as well. We're just trying to get this message out to as many people as possible, trying to give you as many picks and plays or potential possibilities to make money. And listen, you don't even have to take the play. You don't have to tail it, fade it. If you don't like it, if you don't like the angle, if you have a completely different perspective, I would love to hear from you. Drop it in the comment, let me know, but also fade it. It's just about making money here. That's all it's about. So, I would greatly appreciate the support if you can like this video and share it with somebody, so this way we can continue to get better at becoming better bettors and continue to share the wealth together. Now, for my third and final best bet, I'm going to stay in that late night matchup, and I'm going with Jusuf Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds, -135 odds on DraftKings. Now, this to me is just a system play. I love rebound props in the NBA, because to me, the one thing that you can guarantee is that they're going to be shots shot. Like it's a league that emphasizes scoring. That means that a lot of shots are going to go up. And for me, I think rebounds is the easiest thing to handicap. You just have to find the different lines that you can exploit through the players in the season. Like, it's as simple as that. So right now, for me, I'm looking at players whose lines are just way too low, depending on the matchup that they're going against. And I think this is an opportunity here, because Nurkic, he is the center for the Suns, and the Suns do not really have a big team. I mean, they got KD at the 4, right? They got Okogie at the 3. They've got Booker at the 2, or Beal, or whoever else are going to start at the 1, right? With Beal being out the injury. So because of that, like Nurkic, he's going to be the guy who goes against most of the other centers for most of these teams. So that means there's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities for him. He averaged 9 rebounds per game last year, and then we saw him game 1 against the Warriors. He grabbed 14. Why did he have to grab 14? Because of Kevin Looney down there. Kevin Looney grabbed 11 rebounds in that game, right? And then also the Warriors just going to shoot the ball a lot. They're going to shoot a lot of long shots. They got that tempo and pace there, right? So to me, I think this is going to be a very similar matchup that we have today. We have a kind of a low total, 224 in this matchup. So I think there's going to be a lot of shots missed, but I just think that Nurkic is going to have to be near AD. He's going to have to guard AD. He's going to have to box out AD, which means there's going to be a lot of opportunities for him to grab the rebound. If you don't like Nurkic's rebounds at 8.5, which to me I think is just super good, you can do a double-double value play. I think it is a good look as well, but go with Durant's rebounds. It's either Durant or it's Nurkic's every night for this team. One of those guys are going to have to grab rebounds, because, I mean, they don't really have any other big men. They're not going to get enough time or enough minutes. So that's the way that I look at it. Durant's rebound line's at 7.5. Yeah, I think he grabbed 11 in the first game. I like that line as well. So go with either or of those picks. But I like Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds as the official best bet. It's either him or Durant who's going to have to grab these rebounds against this Lakers team and box out Anthony Davis and the rest of these guys. So let's go with Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds as the third and final best bet. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. 3 bets, 3 winners, 3 player props coming your way. Player props have done all right for us this year so far, so we stayed off the money line and spread today. So let's run it with these player props, and let's hopefully we can cash in. Give me Giannis over 11.5 rebounds. Give me Anthony Davis to hit 1 3-pointer, and give me Nurkic to grab 9 rebounds. All 3 of those should cash in today, and this is the free 3. I appreciate y'all. Let's get after it, make some money, and I'll see you guys inside the Telegram group. Later, y'all.